What you say?
Second, I gotta take this telephone call.
Yes. Yes. Pause. Okay, we can take a quick break. So while you go take your phone call, I'm gonna be telling them to blow up that CA. So y'all, listen. This brother, we need to assist him in any way, y'all. And it costs money to get lawyers and all of those things. He is trying, and we talked on the back end. Run this brother up. His CA is y'all be running this deadbeat ass bitch 21 up with her ignorance. And it's rare to see a brother like him that wants to step up to the plate. So while we on a commercial, his CA is Truth Please. Hold on, let me mute his phone because it's a little feedback. Okay, can y'all hear me? Did I come back with a vengeance, y'all? I took a break and I knew y'all knew I was up to something, right? Did y'all or did y'all? I know y'all was like, what's Charlie up to? Why he took a break? Okay, listen, y'all, can we get 99 Maces respectfully? So if people, for the people that's just coming in here, this is Angelica's baby father. I'm not adding nobody up until the end, y'all. Y'all can join the queue. I'm not adding nobody up to the end. But can we get off of 472, y'all? Can y'all get me to, I just want to get to like 1 or 2K. This is just extra beans. I'm already at my quota. Extra beans. Just give me a little bit over. That's all we need. But he's on an important phone call right now, y'all, so it's going to be a quick minute. So we're on a little break. So for the people that don't know what's going on, this young gentleman, he is Matthew's father. So for the people that don't know, Angelica has been trying to silence this man. And she's been scared for him to talk on her platform. She was dropping him, muting him. Y'all know what I mean. I'm going to be nice. I'm being nice. He looked good for his age. I can't say young man. No. He look good for his age. I want to be like that when I'm 39. Y'all tripping. Shit, I know black don't crack when I see it. I'm just being, shit, I say young man. I know what it is. So that's my elder, but still he look, I'm being respectful. You know, bad looking. Unmute him so we can hear. Okay. Hold on. All right, y'all, we almost at my goal. I'm almost at my goal. Can I? Gonna check it. Drop some of y'all out the queue. Join the queue if you want to come up here and ask me anything or just ask me. You can give me suggestions on what I need to ask him. Oh, Candy, and Brooke.
Bible.
Candy
Okay.
and Brooke, I trust y'all.
She claimed that they were engaged, supposed to get married. So we want to know, is it true? Were they in fact supposed to get married? How serious were their relationship? Like, did they actually live together? And he mentioned on her thing that she was screwing somebody when he was in the house or something. So that's it. I'm a mute.
Good question. Okay, I'm driving right now.
Drop myself.
Okay. I'm dropping here.
Use him to for child support, because I was watching it back and forth, you're live and here live, and the girl admit, all I want is child support, just do the DNA and I get child support, and she's still with Patrick. So I think she's using this man, or knew she was going to use this man for child support so she could just chill with that bum Patrick. That's what it sounded like to me, being a woman, because she admitted.
Oh my. All right, well, thank you, Brooke. All right, welcome back, Alfred. What's
Why you keep taking me to this? What's that? See?
actually needs I call it Dana test, if you know what I mean, DNA, you know. But anyways, so what was the question I was asking y'all? Okay, so I was asking y'all went on a date. What led up to her getting like? When did you find out she was pregnant, or how did that go? Like, how was that?
Well, uh, when I think it was like her birthday because for her birthday we got together and I took her out. We got a room, and it was after that I found out. She called and told me that she was pregnant. And this is about the Matthew. It's not about the twins. So, I mean, it was kind of a weird feeling because when one time when we had went back to her house, that's why I made the comment that I had made. The one time when we had went back to her house, Patrick was there. And it was just kind of weird because, I don't know. She said that, when she needed help, he'd come over and this and that and the other. But I just thought it was a little bit different.
So, wait, Patrick was there? Like, what do you mean he was there? Like, was he in the living room? Like, what the hell? He was there.
Because I had came over. Well, this is after I had found out that she was pregnant. She was pregnant. So I had came over one night to spend the night with her, and he was there. I thought that was like really weird. So I was like, well, why is your other kid's father here? She was like, because, he just, whenever I need him, I call him, he'd come, help me out with him. I was like, okay. So, I mean, he was in the room with Samaya, and then we went in the other room, and I just thought that was weird, because I had never seen anything like that.
He was in the room with Samaya. Oh, wow. So, do you know about the allegations that he was her pimp? Did you ever find that out later on, or when did that surface? Oh, you didn't know that?
I know that they've been together for a while. I know that they've been together for a while. She did tell me that they've been together for a while, but I mean, as far as all that stuff, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, that's what she said that, and he confirmed it. I don't know if this is, certain people, they get on Beacon, they could be lying for storylines, but only they probably know the truth. But allegedly, he was a pimp. So it sounds like that's the reason why he was hiding out in the other room. Maybe it was, I don't know. That's just, I don't know. That could be a speculation, but she claims that he was the pimp. And you can see the comments actually agreeing. This ain't nothing that I'm making up. And I'm going to send you all of this on YouTube so you can see it. But you actually have a solid case to get your child. You know that, right? Like, I don't know how, like, how are you going about, like, where is that going? Like, the custody and all of that. How is that situation going? Basically.
So, I've already filed some motions, but it just takes, I filed some motions, but I got a court date. It's not going to be until April. So, it changed some of the child support that I'm paying, and also to see if I can get more parenting time, because the parenting time schedule was old and outdated. It's from when he was 2 years old, and now he's 4. So those are just some of the steps that I'm taking. But when I really start fighting for custody, I'm just gonna have to find me an attorney, and that's the thing. The attorney fees is it's ridiculous.
Right, yeah. And it definitely finish. What you say?
And then also finding the right attorney, because I mean, you got a lot of attorneys out here, but you got a lot of people out here that's on some bullshit too. So you got to find somebody to fight for you, and not just take your money.
And I'm pretty sure that's discouraging for you. It's hard. Like, damn, like the court system is so against black fathers that actually try. And so that's why I was very passionate about getting you on my platform, because this is a rare situation and we want to get this out there. Like I said, it's 4.6 thousand people in here for a reason. They're on your side. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get a few people up here that can probably give you more knowledge, definitely, than I can, because I don't have any kids. I don't know what the first step will be. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure somebody in here can give you the right steps. But y'all make sure y'all send to his CA and put it in the comments. Anyway, so the next question I want to know is, when did you and Angelic or Muriel, when did y'all stop messing around, or when did it go wrong, I would say?
Okay, so this is interesting because, like, when I had Matthew, I really didn't know her, you know, and just like I told her, I said, you know, I didn't really believe that he was my son in the beginning, because yeah, true, we were together. I'm not gonna rule it out that I possibility I wasn't the father, but just like I said, that situation with Patrick and all that other type of stuff, it kind of made me feel weird. So just like I told her, I say, you know, if we get some paternity testing and I find out he's my son, you know, I step up to the plate. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't ready for it. I kind of ran away a little bit with Matthew, you know, because I'm this old guy and she was young, and I'm not gonna lie, I was embarrassed. So, you know, she texted me back and forth for a little while. In the beginning, you know, I was going to his appointments and all that type of stuff. And, I don't know, when she had him, I'm not gonna lie, I just fell off. So with him, when she took me to child support, I couldn't be mad. So when the DNA came back, and then I found out he was mine, and then with the pictures alone, but I didn't want to be bothered with it. But when I started coming to get him and spending time with him, man, it was like the best thing in the world. But we didn't really have a relationship. You know, I would just go over there and pick him up, and then I would drop him off. You know, if she did anything, like, anything for him or anything, she'd call me, I would bring it or whatever, you know. So, I don't know, after so many years of keep going over there, and Patrick would be there, you know. It wasn't no ill will, it wasn't like I was cussing him out or anything like that. I was just coming to get my son. But he kept coming to the door and like lingerie.
Really?
Yeah. And I knew when she was, you know, I didn't pay her no attention. But
Wow.
I don't know. I guess after so many years, she caught me on the night when I was weak. She really did. And the thing about it is, when she did catch me when I was weak, it wasn't just about the sex. I wanted to get to know her, because we never really got the chance to know each other, you know. And
Sure.
when I started getting to know her, I'm like,
I bet you get that a lot.
yeah, she a little fucked up, but I'ma still try, because, you know, because I got a son by her,
I got
and this and that and the other. But I don't know. I think the deeper I dug, the more it just, I don't know.
Right, you realized you was too far in. It was all at this point. It was like it was already a baby. You know what I'm saying? No, I get you. I definitely feel you. And when you actually got to know her and you got above that surface of knowing her, you realized, damn, in that moment you knew. Shit.
You know what? I'm not gonna say that she a bad person, because I mean, deep down, I don't really think she's a bad person. I just think that she just has some issues. You know, like we all have issues. You know.
Right.
Because she got some issues, and it just, I don't know. I think she let her issues get in the way of a lot of things. You know, I don't think she a bad person. You know. And
Can I ask you this question?
Go ahead.
So I want to know. She kept bringing up that y'all had some type of marriage debacle, like y'all were engaged. Was that ever true? Because it's so it really was?
Yeah. But
Okay, so how did that go?
there's a lot of mess behind that shit. It is just a lot of mess behind that. But we was, I did tell her I was gonna marry her, but I don't know. I don't think the more and more that I stayed around and the different things that I was seeing, because she was being very controlling. The way she talked to Patrick, she was trying to talk. She talked to me the same way. So no, we ain't. No. You know, and the difference between me and Patrick is, you know, I got my own place. I got my own house. You know, I don't have to come stay with you.
Right.
I got my own.
Self-sufficient.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, real man.
Right. You know, that's the first thing. She's like, well, you need to come stay in my house. I'm like, nah, you know, I got my own house. You know? But I think she uses that because she has to have that control. You know, she's always been that person to be, you know, to tell people what to do. I mean, how you gonna tell me what to do? I'm 20 years older than you. And not that age should make a difference, but my experience, I've experienced a lot more than you've experienced in certain ways. So I don't know. She was very difficult. Very difficult.
And can you clarify her age at the time when you were dealing with her?
This was just recently, so back in 2021.
So how old is she, y'all? How old is she up there? 21. How old comment? 28, 27? Okay. Okay, so not that long. So where did this ever come from, like you possibly being the twins dad? Like,
because when we were together, I'm not gonna say we wasn't sleeping together. So I'm not gonna say it's not a possibility, but I'm pretty sure it's a possibility that somebody else could be the twins dad too. Because there was another guy involved.
It was another guy? Damn. Oh my God. Do you know the guy that was involved?
I met him. I mean, he go to her church. He go to that, he's one of those Hebrew Israelite guys. Because
that's where she gets the Israelite stuff from, huh? Not from
she just was on the different side where they did all that religious stuff.
So that's where she gets it from. See, you're giving us more clarity. See, so she got it from that. We thinking, because she was just a Jehovah's Witness. So she keeps jumping from religions and, wow. I'm really, 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 really shocked by that. So in that situation, was y'all relationship, was it a little toxic, or what caused what caused your relationship to end, your engagement?
It was cute.
To end. What made it end?
I mean, it was toxic. She was, she had to go, every time I came, she had to go through my phone. She was calling me 10 and 15 times a day, questioning me what I was doing. She was accusing me of talking to women. Man, sometimes I work 10, 12 hours a day.
Ooh.
And what I do, I'm in the IT field. I don't have time to talk to nobody. I'm busy. Especially when you're dealing with computers and stuff. So I don't, she was like on my head. She went through my Facebook page, started deleting all my friends. She was deleting people that went to my church. And she felt that it was somebody I was talking to. She was trying to get rid of them.
She said nothing.
Wow.
I'm too grown to go through your phone. I'm not trying to see, hey, if I got to go through your phone, then I don't need to be with you. I need to, it needs to be rethought about, where we going to go.
Okay, so my next question, sir, it's been speculations, she's had this story about you, that you're a bisexual man and you tend to dibble and dabble on the other side. What do you have to say to that? Can you set the record straight for us, 5,000 people right now?
I'm not bisexual. I'm not gay. None of that stuff. All that stuff is a lie. And then I think it was one thing that she put up where she said she went to a family thing and somebody at my family. Somebody in my family told her I was gay. No.
Right. So that's all some bullshit. I figured. She lied so damn much.
Girlfriend.
Wow.
I love women. Ask Angelic so.
No, I believe you. So what about, were there any abuse in your relationship?
My relationship?
With her? Yes, your relationship with her. Were you abusive or anything?
25, right? 24.
Nope, I haven't been abusive with her. She's the type of person that tries to say very hurtful and very evil things at you to try to get a reaction out of you. And the time when she did, had me put in jail for domestic violence. I was at her house. She wanted to fight. So I got in the car and I went home. And this was about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So she puts my son in the car and drives over to the house. And she comes and she's bamming on the door. And the biggest mistake I made was opening up the door. Should have never opened up the door. So she came in there, she was fighting and tussling and all that. And then she called the police and told them I choked her out. And I spent 3 days in jail.
Damn, so she got you locked up.
But you know what? Even though I did go to jail, she did, and eventually she ended up not pressing charges. But the inconvenience that she put me through, and that should have been a red flag right there. I should have left her alone.
Right. And you know what? And we tend to ignore red flags at times. So that's just being human. You know what I'm saying? We all have fell short and we all have ignored red signs. You know what I'm saying? So, but my next question for you is, do you actually know anything about the kids actually touching on themselves, like they touch on each other? I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah. I kind of had an inkling of an idea of it. Cause I've been watching these videos, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not gonna really touch on that because that's a pretty sensitive subject, and I don't.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
You know, I don't know where it's coming from. It's definitely not coming from me, but you know.
Oh, we definitely know that. We know it's in that household for sure. We definitely, you know what I'm saying, and it's something that goes on often, and I can leave it at that. You don't have to dig deep, but I definitely wanted you to know if you didn't know. Yeah, I feel like now with the evidence that you have and everything that you have, there has to be a way. I know the system is fucked up. I don't really know, like I said, how this works, but there has to be a way you can get this expedited. And if Matthew is yours, whenever you do a DNA test or whatnot, you can actually do a court order one. You need to get your child. Safety is first. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, like I said, I know it was mine. There's been no DNA done for the twins, you know, so.
Oh, okay. So that's what you need doing. Okay, I got you.
If you want to find a birth certificate, well, I mean, I don't think that would have been a wise idea.
Right.
That's yeah.
No, definitely. So what's the history on her family? Like, did you ever meet her family? Like, how was that encounter? Like, her mom, her grandmas, people like that.
I met her grandmother, and I met her dad. I never met, like, any of her siblings. Told me about them, but I never met any of them.
Okay. And how was your encounter with the family?
I never, it was cordial. It never, it wasn't no fussing or fighting or anything like that. It was always cordial.
Okay. So were you the baby father that she was talking about she would have to meet at the police station?
Yeah.
You started or you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, she labeled you as a bad guy, really, like, honestly, on this app. Like, you seem way different. You know what I'm saying? From what she told us. So that's really what's gagging me. You seem really cool and laid back. So you don't seem like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know you could be a different person behind closed doors, but from right now, your temperament seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that she's upset because I didn't want to get married to her. I think that, I don't know, I think maybe she turned off. So.
Wow. So, like, how did that conversation go, like, when you called it off, the engagement? Like, did you just say, fuck it, and just left without letting her know, or?
I mean, it just got
What
to
caused her to be so bitter?
got to the point where I just had to, get up and just leave. I couldn't. The cutting of the clothes to the. It was just too much. It was too much, and I just had to be real with myself. It don't make no sense to keep sitting around here fighting and all this other type of stuff and arguing. It don't. That's not. Get nowhere with that.
So where were her kids when she went to the crazy house? Did you know she was in a crazy house at a certain point? The psych ward or whatever?
You know what? I did not find out that she was messed up like that until I was at the house one day and I happened to come up on some of the medication that she had.
What you found in that? Wait, what? Do you recall the medication it was?
I don't recall it, but I was like, it made me question some things. And then I think maybe one time Patrick had said, I don't know if they had got into it one time, but I remember he had said something about she was crazy or something like that. Or that she was in the crazy house. So, yeah, I didn't know.
So when y'all were engaged, Patrick was actually still there, or he was ever around? Like, he was actually...
He wouldn't come around all the time, but he would come to the house. He would. And then, those kids, they had a bad thing of leaving the door open, and he would just walk in there.
Oh, my goodness. So as a man, you never checked that, or you just kept it cool? You just like, okay.
A lot of times when he did it, I wasn't there. And the one time he did do it when I was there, he came in and then he walked right back out the door. So, he didn't beat nobody up or hit nobody across the head, but she had pretty much banned him from the house because, I guess their situation had got pretty toxic, And just like I'm saying, I'm just reflecting off of what was told me. I can't go off, I wasn't there. I could just go off of what I was told.
Right. Do you regret dealing with her now that you see everything that's going on?
You know what? I don't have any regrets because everything in life is a learning lesson,
Right.
I don't have regrets. Did I gain something out of it? Yeah, I gained some knowledge. So, now I don't regret anything,
You live and you learn, brother. Shit. You live and you learn, man. Amen. Me too. So, okay, so I'm going to actually ask some people up because I know a lot of people been waiting to ask you some questions. And y'all, again, can y'all make sure y'all support this brother, y'all? And please, the support is going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? His CA is Truth Please, and that's Truth PLS. TRUTH PLS, y'all. And this will go to helping him get custody, do what he needs to do to get his lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Things like this can be costly. So we want to support this brother. He's actually doing what he needs to do. Most men won't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to shed light on that. And I don't care any of the demonic souls in here, Angelica fans in here that are upset at me. I don't give a fuck. I got my own supporters. They going to run me up regardless. Y'all season my pockets, y'all. Let's give me the 2 or 3 cats. And y'all make sure y'all cash out for.
Hi, Cooper.
Let me say something.
Hold on, Candy, baby. What's up?
Her friends that's talking that bullshit. They gave her a free lawyer. She didn't have to pay for a lawyer when she dropped them kids off of my. They gave her ass a lawyer. CPS gave her a lawyer. Then on top of it, not only did they give her a lawyer, I had to give the twins back after keeping them for 2 weeks. And then after keeping my son and going to court, they made me turn my son back over to her. And they waived all her fees. I go to court, I gotta pay filing fees, I gotta pay motion fees and everything. Ain't nothing waived for me. So talk your shit.
We all know the system.
You see how they do?
For
You
our
see how they do the system to the men, to the brothers that actually step up to the plate? Ken, do you see this?
Yes.
You see how they against him? Fucked up.
That's how it
Go
is.
ahead.
A woman, she doesn't have to get educated, ever have a job. She doesn't have to be fit to take care of her kids. But they're going to do everything to make sure that woman can take care of them kids. Free housing, free food, everything. A father, he got to show he got A, B, C, and D. You got to make 10 times the income. Like, it's a fucking mess. So I stand with you, brother. I had a question. So the 3 days, you remember when y'all had the domestic violence situation and she actually went to jail and you had the children? For those 3 days, was Patrick around? And also, how were the children? Did they respect you? Were they disrespectful? Were they wild? Were they the same way with you that they are with her? I guess what I'm asking.
The thing about it is, when you're dealing with children, you got to know how to deal with them. You know, Patrick wasn't around because he wasn't allowed to the house, but, you know, hey, I cooked dinner for him when they got out of school. You know, dinner was there for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't just tell them to clean up. I worked with them. I cleaned up with them. I showed them how to keep it clean. You know, I made sure everybody got it.
Right.
I have no problem with them.
I get that idea that they would be okay if they had better guidance and better supervision.
And that's what I keep telling her. You have some structure in here. You don't have no structure.
Right. And it's my last question. When Matthew comes and see you, what does he say about Patrick? How does Matthew feel about Patrick? We hear little things that Matthew says in the background, but does he ever express to you?
No, because you know what? I question him. I really do. Since I've been seeing, especially when I seen the one where he took that lighter to my son. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I had to tell
I know you was
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you was pissed.
And I had to tell him, dude, if I ever hear you put your hands on my son, man, really?
Yeah.
But, you know, I questioned him. He say he ain't never touched him. He keeps saying it.
Yeah.
And I keep asking him. I mean,
Yeah. And you know he'll tell you, because one thing about Matthew is he gonna let you know. So,
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you for answering my question. Well, thank you for having me, Charlie.
Thank you, Candy.
I wish you the best.
Great question. Great question. Okay, my question before I ask the next person, I want to know, and this is serious. People gonna key when I ask this. They're gonna laugh when I ask this. But this is a serious question. But did Angelic wash her ass when she was with you? Did Muriel wash her ass when she was with you?
Yes, she was. Yeah, she was. Hey, I can't be around nobody that's funky. I'm sorry. So
I'm shocked because she don't. You know, she got 2 bad days now. She only bathes 2 days of the week.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Albert.
Hey, love. What's your question?
I wanted to ask if he knew that, if he was involved, like with CPS, while she's going through this right now, because you know they could actually help you get custody of your kids. Is that what you were seeking?
they were supposed to help me, but they helped her. They didn't help me at all.
Well, you know they have to come to you first before they actually take her kids, right? And they can't just go in the system.
Right, that's the thing, because I don't have custody of my son, but I got legal rights to my son, which is in the court order. So, just like I said, I didn't know when I seen this on here, and I went to get my son. She didn't tell me, so I called CPS, and I'm like, "What's going on?" You know, and they telling me, "Well, we don't have to call you." I say, "Yes, you do. I have a court order that gives legal rights to my son. You do have to call me."
And have you talked to a supervisor there? Because they might be able to get.
It's the weekend,
I think you
so
yeah.
this is, and I ain't gonna hear from nobody until Monday. But first thing in the morning, I'm gonna be on the.
It's close at 6 on Sunday.
Okay, and one more question: does Angelique use hard drugs besides marijuana? Use any other illegal substances that you know of?
Somebody else is asking me. I'm not sure. Not that I know of. But somebody else.
Do you know she's popping Adderall? Which of her child is on Adderall? Which one, y'all? Which one? I don't know which one. Which one? She's using one of her son's pills for Adderall. It's Jeremiah. Yep, she pops his Adderall, so that's why she asked.
Then he just paid for it.
Okay, well, thank you, Albert. Thank you, Charlie. I wish you the best of luck, Albert. I hope you get your son and your kids.
Yeah,
We're on, like I said, we on your side. What's up, Shimon?
Hey, Miss
What's in the
Ab. Hey,
house?
Charlie.
What's up?
Hey, y'all. How do you feel when you watch some of those videos? Like, do you get emotional? Because your son is in a lot of those videos.
yeah, I get, I get real emotional, I'm not gonna say I haven't cried about it. And I think the thing that makes it so tough is, because I did file a police report about the one where he lit the match to my son's thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I just can't do anything, and ever since to go to the police station to get him, now it's like I'm under the microscope because it's like they watching me. I can't even call her phone. I have to talk to her through an app.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And that's a whole nother story. Someone in there saying that I was abusive and we was in this ongoing relationship and how abusive I was, and they didn't look for any proof. They just took her word for it.
Well, can you take any of those videos to CPS? Would that help if you just gather all them videos up?
That's what I'm gonna try to do, and show some of these people some of these things. But I think you have to get to the right person.
Yes,
Well, I'm going to be praying for you.
definitely. You need to talk to some manager or something.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Sheena. Yes, you definitely need a lawyer. I feel like you definitely need a lawyer. And your lawyer would definitely, if you get that right lawyer, I feel like will definitely know how to work it. You know what I'm saying? Work the system for you and do what you need. Because that's what a lawyer's purpose is, to speak for you, represent for you. So, let me play one of these clips, honestly. I want to play this one clip and see how do you feel about this. And I'm going to just really play the audio. It's really nothing to kind of show. Let me play this real quick. Hold on. And I'm going to add the next person up, y'all. Hang tight. Okay, so I want you to actually hear this and see how do you feel about this. Okay, so for the people that don't know, I'm sorry, y'all, that is very triggering. And I'm the one I posted that on my IG, and it's currently going viral. So go on that IG, make sure y'all tag everybody y'all can, get the word out. The word is already out, and she's under a lot of fire for that. No shade. But I want to know, since you're here, I want to know, how did you feel when, if you haven't seen it, and what was going through your mind?
I just think that it was just very disturbing, because I just think it's very disturbing. I don't know what the point was or what they was trying to prove. I don't know. I understand, she can be a little bit disrespectful, but she do talk back, but I mean, it's a certain way you do things. And, I guess when you trying to chastise people, you have to check your anger first before you go into it. So, but it was very disturbing for me to see that.
Does that make you feel like he could be possibly disciplining your child like that, or should I say abusing your child like that? Because that wasn't a typical ass whooping.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it made me think about it a lot, because especially just like I said, when I seen the lighter that went to my son's groin, it really made me think about it. So it's just kind of hard.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like, that was Matthew. Yeah, when he did the lighter, that was crazy. Man. And CPS didn't do anything about it. Like, that's horrible. I know you as a father, like, was you livid? I know you had to be livid. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, I was upset because somebody has a really good kid because a lot is on her, you know. She's always the one that watches the rest of the children.
Yes. And essentially, she's kind of like a baby father. She's doing a lot of the other duties. You know what I'm saying? She's doing more than the mother. Shit.
You're right.
You know?
And you know, I commend her, but you know, I hate to see her go through that. I really do. Was something I could do. You know, but
And we're here to assist by any means, y'all. Get up in the queue. If y'all have any advice y'all can give this brother, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anything that y'all feel like I haven't, you know what I'm saying, covered. It's certain things that I'm ignorant on, lack of knowledge in, because I don't have kids, but I really, really want to utilize my platform for the right reason, and I want to get you the proper assistance. And I know my people are already running your CA up. They're already running your Cash App up. So y'all keep running it up if you can. Support this brother. I'm adding the next person up. What's up, Slaughter? What do you have to say? You have any questions?
Yeah, I want to give him a little bit of light. You know, I'm from Florida, Will Mother State, and I'm gonna tell you one of your best ways on getting custody of your son, because I know here in Florida they do have father lawyers. That's something that you need to look into. See what lawyers represent fathers. Sometimes you could get pro bonos. Secondly, I'm gonna inbox you some information because you have proof of her being a unfit mother. You know, child exploitation is something that you really, really have to push forward for the courts to really take you serious. You know, she's using her kids to exploit for her own gain. But I'm gonna inbox you my number. Any questions, any help that you need, I'm gonna try to guide you the best to my knowledge. I know the packets is expensive because they're like sometimes 50 cents a page, you know. But if I can help you, I'm gonna help you, brother, because I want to see them kids safe.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yes, I told you, brother, we here to support you, man. I got a lot of people. I have a huge platform. I'm going to extend my platform to do whatever we can do. Angelica thinks she could take you down and spread whatever narrative she want to spread. That shit stops now. After we saw the shit that she allowed in her household, them kids do not belong over there. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, you can at least get your child, you know what I'm saying? And figure out if you are the father of those twins. That would be the next step. But what's up, Sister Queen of Hearts?
Hey, brother. Hey, Albert. Okay, the first question I wanted to ask was she is before you got her pregnant? Like, did you see the red flags before you went in her raw? Or did she just get weird and crazy after you already had, like, been fucking her?
If you're telling me how to do a layaway,
you know what?
now
I think it gradually, I see some red flags, I think it just gradually. And then, the whole thing of it is at one point, she was pitting me against another man.
Okay.
So when it got to the point where she was pitting me against and yeah, she had me behind. I mean, I ain't gonna
So do you have, so what do you have? You just have visitation to your son?
Yeah.
If I was you, I would get my son for the weekend and I would refuse to return him. And when the police came to my house, I'll show them all the videos of my baby of him about his sister trying to molest him. I will be showing all them videos and being like, this is the exact reason my baby not going back over there. And if you try to make me take him back over there, then take me to jail, because I'm willing to do whatever to keep my son. But whatever you do, don't give up. Get your baby.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and that may not, you know, sister, thank you for the advice, but that may not be the best advice because, again, y'all got to remember the system does not. The system is already against us as a whole. Imagine a black brother. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure you follow the right protocols so that you can. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want nothing else to be held against you. You feel me? I know I don't know too much, but I feel like I don't want nothing to be held against you because they already looking at you like, ugh. You know what I mean? Just as a black man. They don't fuck with us. What's up, Big Mo? You got any questions? Anything you want to say? Number 2? Hello? Hey, you getting dropped?
And Miss Katie came back.
Y'all join this. Q will be ready. This is an informative live talk. Can y'all run me up? Let's give you the 2K. And then y'all run it. What's up, Kayla?
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Albert. I just want to ask, like, it seems like she has this real hate towards her daughter. Like, did you ever notice that? It seems like she gets it the worst. She's like the house slave. She's getting beat on. The sons don't look like they're getting beat on and stuff like that. Like, she has like this animosity towards her. Did you notice that when y'all were dating?
You know, not really. Because her daughter can be kind of lazy. But I thought that, you know, it was a lot on top of her because, you know, them boys can do something else. You know, tell no story about that. But I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe I just wasn't looking for it. But I never saw a lot of times, you know, try to be encouraging to her. With the exception of her making her watch all her kids, but you know, she take her, get her hair done, get her nails done, you know, stuff like that, make her feel good about herself.
You remember me coming in?
But I never saw her like just down her and put her down. You know what I'm saying? Now the stuff that I'm seeing now is a little different because it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? She would get on her, but no, I can't say nothing.
Do you feel like your son would be, his upbringing would be different around if he was raised with you solely? If you had custody of him completely?
Yeah, well, I know it would be. It would definitely be. You know, I think it would be, I could put a little bit more structure in his life. You know, I wouldn't keep him from the town, but I think I could put a little bit more structure in his life. And to be honest, I think it could work for her. The thing about it is I don't think she was ever taught structure. So if she had seeing that structure thing, because I mean, I could tell y'all some stuff. I can tell y'all some stuff.
Tell it. We want to know.
Okay, so
because I ain't trying to drag nobody.
No, she dragged you. Say it.
You wash clothes, man. I ain't never seen nobody wash clothes. I mean, man, you measure the detergent, right? It don't take much to wash clothes. You measure the detergent. You just don't pour it in there. You just don't, you know, you got to separate the clothes, you know. You just don't throw everything in there. You know, that's not how you wash. And I was telling her. But it is what it is.
So you said she was very clean when she was with you. That's very hard to believe because she's not clean.
It was iffy. It was iffy. I mean, we tried our best to keep the room clean, but like I say, the kids is between the kids and all them damn dogs. Mm-hmm. No.
Did you ever smell a scent from her though? Have you ever like on them days where y'all was just chilling around the house?
No, you know what? And this is getting kind of personable, but that's what she was saying about me. She was like, "You the first person I ever been with that like it's like when I'm with the other guys, it's like my pH balance is off." So she's like, "Ever since I've been with you, I was like, that's what she told me. I don't know who she.
Oh, you know all the sons they bathe together. How do you feel about that? All the sons, including yours.
Say that again.
You know all the sons bathe together. They take baths together. You know that, right?
Do it on the outside if you need to.
When they started doing that?
She said they like to play around and it fucks up the heat with the water, so she likes to conserve the heat.
When I was there, they would take everybody